Xrp is entering a new level of development. How much money do you think this will bring to investors? Write answers in the comments. The tweet on X included an image of Garlinghouse standing in front of the SEC headquarters, along with the remark, Gensler did not invite them in. Garlinghouse said that he had to snap a photo in front of the SecGov building while in Washington. In case you're wondering, no, Chair Gensler did not invite us in. This event followed the confrontation between the SEC and Ripple Labs. The SEC has filed to appeal a judge's decision in Ripple's legal struggle. In a court filing, the SEC claimed that the judge's finding raised complicated legal problems that required review by a federal appeals court before the matter could be resolved. Garlinghouse stated his disagreement with the case and the SEC's strategy in an interview with Bloomberg. He claimed that Ripple has already spent over $100 million on the legal fight, underscoring the company's dissatisfaction with the process. When questioned about Gensler's gloomy views on Bitcoin in a Bloomberg interview, Garlinghouse stated, Gary Gensler is a hammer, and everything looks like a nail. The regulatory crosshairs first appeared last year when Celsius Network, Voyager Digital, FTX, and other large firms went bankrupt, affecting millions of investors in an instant. Since then, investors, skeptics, and traders have been hoping for a crypto-friendly regulation measure. Ripple is riding high after its partial victory, and CEO Brad Garlinghouse decided it was the perfect moment to lead a group of top executives to Washington, D.C. for the high-stakes crypto bill with Congress. On July 13, 2023, U.S. District Judge Annalisa Torres issued a summary judgment order, thereby legalizing Ripple's corporate activities in the United States. The decision highlighted that the business did not violate a securities law by distributing Xrp tokens via cryptocurrency exchanges. While the SEC seeks permission to appeal this ruling, a jury trial might begin in the second quarter of 2024. It opens the door for Ripple in the U.S. market. CEO Brad Garlinghouse, together with important players such as Chief Legal Officer Stuart Alderodi and Vice President Rob Grant, is leading the conversations with Congress. Garlinghouse has emphasized direct connection with elected members, claiming can't get regulatory clarity without actually engaging with the elected officials who are proposing bills. However, the first draft to redefine how crypto assets are regulated in the financial industry was roundly rejected by several Democrats on the committee. They fear the law is too beneficial to the crypto business and might lead to financial dangers and fraud. However, we have witnessed a change of heart in Senator Elizabeth Warren's Digital Asset Anti-Money Laundering Act, which has received support from 9 senators, raising concerns about the possible effect on Bitcoin and institutional engagement in the crypto market. Overall, Ripple's visit to Washington, D.C. represents a significant change in the company's approach to the U.S. market. Ripple's new look is fearless. Previously hampered by the SEC litigation, Ripple's dealings with us-based customers and partners were restricted. The victory has bolstered the company's morale, and they are eager to retake the market with a new vision and new policies. The amended Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act, as well as the Clarity for Payment Stablecoins Act of 2023, are among the important legislation under consideration. The latter measure is still gathering support from members of the United States Congress. Ripple, as the torchbearer in all crypto regulatory issues, will lead this conversation, opening the door for additional adoption in the horizon. Following the landmark Xrp ruling, the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has increased its efforts to seek a mid-case appeal against Ripple. This legal dispute, which began in December 2020, is about whether Ripple violated securities laws when it made Xrp available to retail investors through various cryptocurrency exchanges. While the SEC has vehemently argued that Xrp is a security subject to federal securities laws, Ripple has always argued otherwise. Ripple recently filed a document arguing that the SEC had not presented a compelling argument to justify an appeal. However, the SEC's response, filed on Friday, September 8, emphasized the significance of the case, stating that the issues raised by the recent ruling presented precisely the kinds of knotty legal problems that prompted Congress to provide for interlocutory review cases of the same nature. While interlocutory appeal should be the exception, not the rule, this is the unusual case where the defendants themselves say that the issues have industry, wide significance, and are of special consequence, and thus is precisely the type of case as to which the Second Circuit has invited interlocutory appeal, the SEC argued. The SEC's decision to appeal stems from Judge Annalisa Torres's ruling in the United States District Court for the Southern District of New York on July 13 that, while Ripple had indeed violated federal securities law in its sale of Xrp to institutional investors, the company had no wrongdoing in relation to retail investors. Meanwhile, in response to the latest SEC filing, Ripple's chief legal officer, Stuart Alderoty, stated, "Another SEC filing, another hypocritical pivot. After years of its chairman claiming that the rules are clear and must be followed, the SEC now claims that an appeal is urgently needed to resolve these knotty legal problems." Alderoty's statement emphasizes Ripple's belief that the SEC's position has been inconsistent, emphasizing the need for transparency and clarity in the regulatory approach to the crypto sector. Nonetheless, as the legal battle between Ripple and the SEC continues, the outcome of this appeal request now rests with Judge Annalisa Torres. If she grants the SEC's motion, the case will be sent to the Second Circuit Court of Appeals, where the entire crypto community will be watching to see how this historic legal battle plays out. According to Chech, Xrp could reach a valuation of $500.50 by 2024. While this figure appears astronomical in light of its current market position, it highlights the potential that Xrp may hold in the eyes of its supporters. The model also speculated that if Xrp achieves such a significant rise, it could potentially surpass Bitcoin and Ethereum in terms of market capitalization. Such a result would be unprecedented and could reshape the entire crypto landscape. However, it is critical to note that this is purely speculative and should not be construed as financial advice. Regulatory actions, technological advancements, and market sentiment, among other things, could all have an impact on the future of Xrp. Having said that, the crypto market has always been full of surprises. While Xrp faces numerous challenges, including ongoing legal battles and widespread adoption, its supporters remain optimistic. Ripple's president, Monica Long, has proclaimed the company's resolve to defend the litigation to the end. Ripple's intention to challenge the SEC's regulatory stance is consistent with those of other cryptocurrency businesses, such as Binance and Coinbase, which are seeking regulatory clarity and rules for the crypto sector. Despite the difficulties, Ripple is determined to prove the SEC's claimed dishonesty and grow its worldwide commercial potential. Ripple President Monica Long said in an interview with CNBC that the business would continue its legal battle with the SEC. "We intend to fight the case all the way through," Long asserted emphatically. Ripple Labs and the SEC have been fighting in court for over 3 years. In a partial triumph for Ripple, Judge Torres determined that programmatic Xrp sales are not securities but are instead investment contracts. Notably, the court stressed that Xrp is not a security in and of itself. Despite the partial victory, the SEC has filed an interlocutory appeal, alleging that the Howey test shows that Xrp should be classed as a security. Federal justices have also chastised the SEC for its capricious and hypocritical handling of the case. Monica Long noted that the judgment gave some certainty for the cryptocurrency market and allowed Ripple to extend its operations abroad. As it prepares for the trial in 2024, the corporation hopes to expose what it sees as the SEC's hypocrisy. "We also got clarity in that lawsuit," Long said, and the judge's decision in that case said unequivocally that Xrp is not a security in and of itself, which allows us to really extend our business, not only in the United States, but much more abroad. In the face of market uncertainty, Xrp plummeted and fell below the critical support level of 50 cents. According to CoinMarketCap, the digital currency has dropped roughly 4s in the last week and is now trading at 4,808 cents. Monica Long, Ripple's president, remains defiant in the face of the SEC action, vowing to battle to the last end. Despite Xrp's pricing problems and market instability, Ripple is forging forward with worldwide development ambitions. As the court struggle continues and the crypto sector seeks regulatory clarification, Ripple remains undaunted, aiming to highlight the SEC's apparent inconsistencies. Despite the challenges ahead, Ripple is committed to expanding its cross-border solutions and investigating new use cases for Xrp in the changing ecosystem of digital assets.